Customers come into your store looking for a new sump pump. You want to let them know what they choose is important, as it will be the customer's first and likely last line of defense against a flooded basement. Submersible pumps come in several shapes and sizes, which can make the purchasing process confusing. To find out what your customer needs, however, the best thing to do is determine what they have installed already. Ask the customer what their current pump's appearance and the label reads. After that, you can determine exactly what they'll need. Luke and I will be demonstrating what a store interaction should look like. I'll be the store employee, and Luke will be the customer.
So, what are the different kind of sump pumps that are available, Corey?
Glad you asked, Luke. There are three types of sump pumps. Submersible, which is becoming the most common, pedestal, which is often a replacement model, and sump effluent pumps. They all serve the same purpose, but they have their differences. Submersible can be completely submerged underwater and is generally for clear water without any solids or waste products. The effluent pumps are larger and more robust to handle solids as well as fluids.
Okay, I got that. So I know what's installed in my basement. What do I need to do now to figure out what to replace that pump with?
Well, related to the pump, you'll want to know what size is it. Look on the identification plate to determine the horsepower, and where it's installed, you'll need to know what is the diameter of your sump basin, which is where the pump will sit. And finally, what the diameter of the discharge pipe. They'll typically be either 1 1/4 inch or 1 1/2 inch for sump pumps, and 1 1/2 or 2 inch for sump or effluent pumps. Finally, how high will you need to move the water or the lift?
I've looked at my sump pump, I've looked at the labels, I've figured out my specs, I've checked my basin size, and I've looked at how high I'm going to be lifting that water. How do I make a selection now?
Well, the difference is really going to be in the grade of the pump. Our line, the Star Water Systems line, offers a slew of options to meet different customer needs and preferences. Let's start with the construction material. You may notice that some of the sump pumps are cast iron and others are thermoplastic. Cast iron is going to dissipate heat better and is a bit more of a robust model. And thermoplastic is going to be a bit better value.
So just to double check, the cast iron is going to be a longer lasting, more durable item than the thermoplastic, which will be a lower price point but may not last as long or be as rugged.
Exactly.
Okay. So I see on some of the Star packaging there's this Vortex Impeller label. It's called out on different models. Can you explain to me what that means?
The Vortex Impeller is better equipped to handle solids and is less prone to clogging. Another important difference is the vertical switch versus the tethered switch. Essentially, they do the same thing, but what it's really going to come down to is that basin size. The vertical switch is better for a smaller, more confined basin size, as it's running on a float rod and is confined to that float rod. Your tethered switch is a bit more wild. It's going to float up with the water and may require a larger sump basin.
How do I determine what is the right horsepower for my application?
Well, generally, Luke, you want to stick with what you already have installed, since it's been sized to that application. But basically what it comes down to is that question of lift. How high are you taking the water? Now, each pump has its own specific performance chart, which can be referenced on the packaging or can be accessed at starwatersystems.com.
All right, well, thanks for watching this video. I hope you learned something new today. We've got plenty of other training videos on our channel, and we'd love for you to check them out. Take care.